Hello everybody, and welcome back to some FTB Evolution. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. I am. So, last episode we got together, we got started with a bit of immersive engineering. We made a way of charging items and made a magnet, and then I need some more oil. That's coming quick. So today, what are we going to do? Well, first off, we've got our teleporters. We got these out of a chest, and I've got this set up. Well, let's do that. So we've got these ender shards. These are crafted from smelting an eye of ender, which we got some of those. Basically, you smelt those, right-click on a teleporter to link it. And if we come out here and shift, I've got the same thing over here next to where I'm getting lava, so I don't have to walk back and forth. And then we'll move it as we see fit, because we can just change that stuff out pretty easily. So today, what are we going to do? Well, we are going to work on going to the Nether. See what we got there. Actually, it shouldn't be that bad to do. We're going to need some flint, which I'm not sure that we have. We are going to need a piece of iron. No flint. No flint. No flint. No flint. No flint. Piece of flint. So I've already got, should have enough obsidian to make us a portal. We'll put it back here somewhere out of the way because I don't want to have to hear the sound. One, two, three, four. Beautiful. One piece too many. I should have known that. Alright, there we go. Let's get rid of this guy. Let's get rid of that guy. Well, let's keep the flint and steel, just in case. Because who knows where we're going to come in at in the Nether. Let's go find out. Yeah, that's taking forever. Oh, there we go. Nether waste, and of course we are way up here. But for the most part, there's nothing around here. What do we got? Crimson iron ore and mushrooms. Nothing of what we actually need. I don't see. Let's pull up our map. I don't think there's anything close around us. We've got cracked deep slate over here. There's villagers. Polished blackstone. This could be fun. Where are we? We're right here. This is doesn't matter where home is. Add waypoint. Home. Map. I want to go this way. Just so I know I'm going the right direction. That is a piglin. And which way is... It's that way. I guess we do need to get quartz while we're at it. So I'm going to... I don't want to deal with him. There's something different. Blazing quartz. Oh, he's not happy. yeah, that's not a good way to go. We need to go that way. I don't have any blocks. Let's go back and then try this all again. Well, I figured out what it was. It is Fargo's Dungeon, which was a quest, but that worries me. Oh, I did not want to do that. Those would be nice. We've got... I do need to keep some of this stuff. Glowberries, not worried about. Seeds, yada, yada, yada. Compressed iron, I'll take. That I'll take. And dark steel I'll take. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. I am... so we're at Y20. We're way below where we need to be. So I have no idea what we are getting into here. But I see stuff. And I hear Blaze. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's not good. And that's not much better. Oh, I'm gonna die. Dang it. Alright, so I made my way back, poked a hole in the wall, and I just noped out of there. I have no idea about any of that. So, let's go back, but we're not going to go back to where we were. We'll see what else we can find. Alright, I did find something else that I'm not supposed to find, and it's going to kill me if I don't get out of here. It was just an ancient pile of armor, and I broke it, and this dude spawned. I have no idea what that is. I mean, I know what it is, but there is a whole bunch of those armor pieces around here. So I don't know exactly what I'm getting myself into yet again. I hate... yep, nope. I'm done with the Nether. I was trying to find at least a fortress or something. Alright, they're all gone. I was trying to make my way. That's there. There is something here that's polished deep slate. I was going to try to make my way around here. That does not look like it is a fortress either. We do have one down here. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff. We are, I guess, severely not ready for this. Well, I've been doing some mining, and I have managed to, we got down to our mining level, and I managed to make my way back over here to where we were. I want to see... That wasn't connected to anything necessarily. But I just kind of wanted to, was actually just doing some mining. And I wound up back in here. But we're not going to go any further in here because, yeah, this place is freaking nuts. But I just happened to see it. I popped a spawner that was right there. I don't know if it was the spawner we come across or not. But now we've got a spot. We're down here at Y level 15. to where I can start hunting some ancient debris. The only thing is I still got to get all the stuff for that. But I'm not worried about it today. I think we are done with our nether adventures for now. Alright, so we need to complete some quests. We got one for going to the nether. I want tool chest. And there's a reason why I want tool chest. I was looking at the smithing template recipe. And outside of finding them like you do in vanilla, we got the possessed hoglin. We can get them. Bastion. Looks like all bastion stuff. We've got the occult ritual with the possessed hoglin, but you can get them from some tool loot chest. If I can get one, we're good. So, but anyways, that is complete. We've got the one for Fargo's talismans. Says there's so many different effects which can be eventually combined into a different way. We'll look at all that later. And then Talisman Pedestal provides the effect on the pedestal in a radius. Amethyst block increases it by 9, beacon 15, chorus flower 20. Alright, that's good to know. And then we got the abominable energy, which we found those in the treasure box. That give us a warp plate and some XP. We've got Traveler's Quest for finding the dungeon. Ooh. We got one for I killed a skeleton and got to that one. And I've got one down here for pneumatic craft for I got some the pressure tubes inside of one of the villager houses. Spectral Talisman prevents phantom aggression. Wrench and an iron pickaxe with not much on it. Awesome. Alright, so our next bit of business is we are going to look at, number one, we got a quest to complete for the wrench. That give us a basic pipe upgrade. And I'm going to check out these warp plates here one day. And we're getting back into some immersive engineering. We need to make our blast furnace. We need blast furnace bricks, which should be easy enough to do. I didn't mean to do that. This guy, that guy, that guy. We need 27 of those as well. And it looks like the seed, I don't know if it's missing or if it's been disabled. I did not mean to do that. But for steel, this is going to be our way of producing steel at the beginning of this because there's no seeds. I've tried to look. If we go to mystical and steel, there's no steel. So I don't know what is here and what's not here. I haven't really looked. But it looks like our seeds are limited for some of the stuff. So it's good to know. Anyways, there is our blast furnace. We can come over here. We can get us, that's not a stack of iron, but it will work. And I've got some coal coke in here somewhere. 64. We can throw this guy in there, that guy in there, and that will give us some slag and our first bit of steel, and that can go. So boom, that is complete. Well, that is a quest that I was just looking at. We're not going to do it now. That's modern industrialization, but we'll be getting into that soon enough. Alright, so we got our first couple pieces of steel. And that's not what I wanted. I wanted our bucket. We've got our first bucket of creosote. Actually, we've got several buckets in here now. And I just need to get some more wood. Let's just go find us a new tree to cut down. So my hair looks good. Lovely. I don't know why I'm coming all the way over here. We can do that. We can get... Uh-oh. Where is my crafting table? On a stick. I bet. It's right there. I need to figure out the hotkey for that. So, but anyways, we can take our creosote. Do a little bit of that. Boom. We've got our first little bit. I'm going to go ahead and make us a little bit more. One more. Sounds good. Beautiful. That's that. We've got that quest complete. We've got that quest complete. Now that gets us into our engineering blocks. We've got heavy engineering. We've got light engineering. We've got redstone engineering. Not necessarily worried about getting into that much just yet. But we can do the engineer's workbench. Maybe if we've got enough stuff. Which, I mean, I should. That's not what I wanted to do. Our workbench. So we're going to need just some sticks. We're going to need some slabs. We're going to need a crafting table. And I am going to need some iron that I do not have. We're going to have to smelt it. We'll wait on that. Alright, we got us enough iron to do this now. So we need the workbench. We are going to need a fence. And boom, there we go. There is our engineer's workbench. And that gives us we'll just put this over here for now, since we're doing all this. So that's got that quest complete. Gives us some sheet metal. We have engineer's blueprints. I don't know what I have done with said blueprints. They are here. Right here. We got molds, and molds. So that does us absolutely no good. But we do have those. So that'll allow us to make plates, which the plates is kind of where I want to get. I want to get plates, the plate part of this done before we get into anything else. It wants us to make the arc furnace one, and we have to find the villager and trade to get the arc furnace electrode. Well, that sucks, but we can do that. Let's go. I'll be back. All right, easy solution with this. Trader from Easy Villagers. We've got villagers that have no jobs assigned to them. So we can place this guy. It don't matter where we place him, but we can put him over here with our immersive engineering stuff. We can put our villager in there. The Rendering has been turned off on this. So this is, we need emeralds now. And emeralds, oh, we do have some emeralds. I don't know nothing about gunpowder barrels, but we're going to buy them. Let's see here. How hard is it? I don't think I've got the stuff to do that. Targets are... that's a little much. And that wants empty casings. Let's just keep going with these. That didn't give us nothing. I really don't want... That's all we can do with those, and I'm out of it, so we're going to have to do that. I got to do some trading. Dang it. Alright, so I just spent a whole lot of time here for absolutely nothing. I won't say absolutely nothing, but I have gone through 2 machinists and 2 gunsmiths because I put the wrong ones in here. But it doesn't look like there is a blueprint for it anymore. I went on the Discord and looked at we're basically wanting to get the 100% integrity ones, and those actually have a recipe. So, something different. But we did wind up, this guy right here, I'm absolutely loving, because he's got light engineering blocks and heavy engineering blocks, basic engineering blocks. So, if we can get a ton of emeralds, we don't have to worry about crafting engineering blocks. So I've already got a few of them, but we got quests to complete. One, let's go over here. I believe I've got enough to do that. We can complete that quest. So that gives us a bunch more conveyor belts. We got one for projectile blueprints. I did wind up getting those. This quest, yeah, we'll have to wait till they update the pack to do that. So hopefully that is the thing soon. Logistics. We've got a quest for... Oh, I did make a harvester pylon. I got tired of harvesting wheat. Not only that, there is a crash with Ultimine and wheat. We got the Easy Villagers, which I've done, and I believe that is all of our quests. It is. So we got a bit further in our... immersive engineering stuff. Mining speed doubled. So, but yeah, we've got, I wanted to see about this slot, or talisman. That goes into one of these guys, and now we should have double mining speed. Oh yeah, that's great. So anyways, with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.